Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you?
Good. How's the sewing?
It's going good. It's good. As now I'm doing more cutting fabric for other people to sew.
Oh.
We have, I'm in charge of the Quill Guild storage unit, and we agreed that we're gonna give fabric for people who sewing. So if anybody needs, it's a nice kitty. We agree if anybody wants fabrics for sewing masks, so we are giving it. I don't know if you know My Creative Outlet. It's a store on Chatsworth. They do a lot of handmade things, so the owner Martina is organizing people to sew, so I bring her cut fabrics and already iron bias steps, and people come to the porch and take kits, and then they return it, and she deliver it to the hospital or to whomever needs.
That's so nice. What's the name of the store?
My Creative Outlet.
And where is that? It's on Chatsworth? Is it?
It's on Chatsworth, just before Topanga, but the store is closed right now.
I know the store. I think I know the store.
It's a beautiful, beautiful store, really.
Yeah.
So anyway, how are you spending your days?
Well, I'm doing yoga. I'm doing a lot of reading.
Oh, good.
I started walking. I'm trying to keep that up. That's basically it.
Any good book lately?
I'm reading something very confusing. It's the 7 deaths of, and it's someone's name, but the characters keep fading in and out of their. It's very strange to me. It's something my daughter's in a book club, and she always gives me the books that they have been reading.
Ah, I see.
Catch up, and this is not something I probably would pick, but I have. Once I start a book, I feel I have to finish it. So it's confusing. There's so many characters and they keep changing.
Yeah.
I used to sew. I haven't sewn in years. I don't even know if my sewing machine still works.
Yeah. For me, that's a lifesaver. It keeps me kind of focused, and I either do this or I do my quilt. I have a big quilt that I do now for my husband. It was supposed to be for his birthday, but the birthday was 2 days ago.
Oh.
So it's gonna be this year sometime.
Don't your hands get sore from all that cutting?
I did this morning for, I don't know, hour and a half or something. I cut, and then now I give it a break, and so it's not, I don't do it. Yeah, if you do it all the time, it's too much. When the whole thing started and there was all this, need for face mask, it became an overwhelming it got to a point that it was but now I'm like, I do for my friends and neighbor here, and then I cut the fabric for them, and I feel I do my share. I don't it depends. Some people are very good at sewing and they sew, and other people, I'm better at cutting the fabric. I'm very prepared here with all the anyway. So hi, Anne.
Hi.
Hello, Anne.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
Fine, but how's Spirit?
She's all right. We took her to the vet yesterday. They said she looks generally okay, but might have a cold. They gave her an antibiotic shot and then sent her back home.
Oh, well, good.
So yeah, and they have a whole system at the vet where they, like you drive up, you call them when you're there, they come out and a tech takes your animal in, they do triage, they bring them back. And then if there's a long wait, which was the case yesterday, they said, well, we'll call you in the next 4 hours when you're near the top of the list.
Yeah. That would work for me, except I can't get my cat in a carrier. She sees that carrier and she's gone.
Oh, yeah, we've had cats like that where you have to just like fight and they don't want to go in there. We're really lucky with Spirit. She likes her carrier. She actually, I left it on the floor in the other room and she crawled in there now to sit. So she's not really bothered by it.
You're lucky.
Wow, that's good.
I know, very lucky.
Yeah, it's actually a good idea to keep it out there for them to get used to it. But
Exactly.
Yeah.
I should have done that from the start, and I didn't.
And that's, I think, where we went right is when she was a kitten, we left it out, and it's like a soft-sided carrier. It has a little like faux sheepskin bottom, and so it's a cozy little cave. And she didn't mind it as a kitten, and she has continued to not really mind it.
Yeah.
that's good.
Any requests for today?
I had a question for you.
Sure.
I work a lot, sewing a lot, so it's my neck and shoulder, I feel it. But my question is there exercise to strengthen those muscles besides just stretching them?
Yeah, some of the isometric stuff that we do is part of the strengthening piece where we press. We'll start with those today, and then see how your neck feels, and then we'll do some resistance stuff lying down, and also shalabhasana when we're on our bellies and you lift the head up. That strengthens that whole back line. It strengthens the muscles in the upper back, of course, but as you're lifting your neck, it's also strengthening the muscles in the back of the neck in the direction we want them to be, right? We don't need more of this, but
right.
some of that is really helpful. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because
Yeah,
I'm working like this now. I'm working on a huge quilt now, and I need to keep it like over my thing. It's like I'm in like this position all the time, and it's like
yeah, you really feel that.
yeah. So that's, and the plantar fasciitis, which I don't know why it's flared again, but it is. You know, I don't know if it's the extra chocolate or.
I know. I felt a lot more like inflammation in my body because
Yeah.
like there's the comfort food that I haven't been reaching for, but now like during this last month, I'm like, oh, well, it seems like a good idea. Things are stressful. We should have more carbs.
Oh, I
Yeah.
just got an article in the paper about how obesity is going to be a huge problem when this is over with because everybody's eating comfort food.
And people are posting all like the photos of their sourdough bread and their banana bread and their pancakes and
That
things.
doesn't help.
Yeah. So it's, yeah, like I feel like that's a piece of the like the inflammatory aggravation that might be going on right now.
I'm feeling that in my hands.
Yeah. And so we move, we move and we breathe and get out and take walks as much as possible, and we do our yoga.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do a little bit of breath work to start, and then do the resistance neck stuff and see how that feels afterwards.
Okay.
All right, Connie, how's it going for you?
I'm doing pretty good. I did a really long walk for me yesterday, and I feel better today. I'm trying to make this a habit like the yoga and try to get out there, especially in this weather. It should be pretty easy to get out.
Yeah, it's going to be a warm week. Yeah, I've been doing also the on Instagram Live, Ryan Heffington, the choreographer, he leads these dance, like, it's like dance class, but it's also like going over to your fabulous friend's house. And like he has you do things like called Happy Hippie and Pretty Pony, and you like jump around. He's like, okay, grab a prop, whatever it is, be real, something you feel good about. And you like grab something and use it as a microphone or put on a jacket. And It really is like a lovely way to like move and be like lighthearted and ridiculous about it and relieve stress. And the last class I took, I was like laughing during a class and then I'm crying because I'm like, oh, this is beautiful. And it's just like, it's silliness, but it like softens the heart, you know, softens some of that like protective, oh crap, I got to bear down and like get through this, and opens up space to breathe.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, maybe you send me a link to this. Maybe my daughter would like to do some of it.
Oh, yeah, you bet. Yeah, he
Okay.
does like 5 classes a week on Instagram Live, so it's easy to catch.
Okay.
All right. And Sharon, how are you?
I am good. Thank you.
All
I've
right.
been doing a dance class similar to that called Nia, and it is
Oh.
so much fun, and I'm loving it.
I know 2 friends who are NIA practitioners, and it's been top on my list of things that I want to try. And I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, the founder of Nia is doing like a class every Friday, but there's a couple of other people. I do one on Saturday or Sunday mornings with a woman who's based out of San Diego, and I can only describe her as adorable. She's way too old to be described as adorable, but she's adorable. And it's fun. It gets me
Oh,
moving.
wonderful. Okay, I want to get that link from you.
Yes, absolutely.
And then send it my way as well.
All right.
How do you write
Send it to
Nia?
me too.
How do you write Nia?
Oh, yeah, NIA.
Yes.
NIA? Yeah.
All right. I like it. Let's have 2 blankets or 2 towels, or if you're on carpet, even 2 like paper plates. This may sound silly.
Oh, we're gonna slide.
We're gonna slide.
I gotta go get paper plates.
So part of what my intention is we'll do a little bit of exploring with sliding. So if you have 2 blankets or towels or something soft if you're on a hard floor, or 2 paper plates or furniture slides or something slippery if you're on carpet. Because we'll use it to slide around.
What can I do to slide?
All right.
Towel will do?
Just say that again. A towel. Oh yeah. Yeah, if you're on a hard floor, a towel will do great. If you have 2, that'll be good.
Oh, yeah.
We'll use 1 on each side. All right, and then when our, hey Sharon, are you back? Maybe. All right, so we'll start with the next stretches. Set your blankets and things, blankets or paper plates off to the side. We'll have them at the ready. Find a comfortable upright position. And root down, lengthen up. Let the shoulders drop down. Reach the crown of the head up. And breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Feel the ground beneath you. You might imagine from wherever you're making contact with your support, whether it's directly on a mat or floor or chair or blanket, sending your roots down. Anchoring, connecting, and reaching down further and further so that you're connected and rooted into the earth itself. And from this sense of rootedness, of being grounded, lengthen the spine up. Let the shoulders melt. And allow the breath to flow in and out. Flow in and out. Bring your attention gently, gradually up along the spine, as if you're being tugged from above and below, at the same time stretching you out. And now, blinking, the eyes open, lower the chin to the chest, and take the head side to side. This first round, really not looking to push our range of motion, but to explore. It's like we're taking the temperature of what's going on in here, sussing it out side to side. What's it like in there today? When you come back to center, now raise the head to level, and we'll go side to side rotating. So again, find that puppet string elongation, let the shoulders drop down. There are no quilts to hold over your shoulders. Side to side. And then a generous yes movement, lifting the chin and lowering it. Again, it need not be to your full range of motion. This is more of an exploration. What's it like now? What's it like now? And come to center. Roll the shoulders. Let's go forward first, back, up, all the way around. And now in reverse. Release that. If you're sitting with the legs crossed, you might take a moment to uncross and stretch the legs out, rotate the ankles, and wiggle the toes around. And change direction. And when you're ready, fold back into your seated position upright And as we reestablish that groundedness and length in the spine, now we'll use some of the resistance. So take the right hand on the side of the head, and so we won't be moving anything noticeably. It's isometric, which means we've got the energy and the work, but nothing changes position. So we'll inhale, emphasize how tall you are, and on the exhale, resist and hold the resistance. The head's trying to go to the side, the hand's pushing the head back. Inhale, relax the effort, but keep the hand there. Exhale, resist. Inhale, stay there, relax the effort. One more time. Exhale, resist. And inhale, release. Now the other side. Same thing. If you can see your video, you can use it to check in with, sometimes I won't know that I'm tipping off to the side, but if I see a reflection, I go, oh, okay, I'll keep still. Exhale, resist. Inhale, release. Just like that. Exhale, resist. Inhale, release. One more time. From sleeping with the kitty all curled up and paying attention and kind of worrying about her, this side of my neck is a little tighter because that's the kitty side. I'm like, oh, baby. So you may have a side that gets more crowded in depending on what you're doing. Release the arms. And now we'll do rotation. Turn and look over your right shoulder. You'll take your right hand, kind of the same area where you can use the bones of your skull to resist. And our head is trying to look further back over the shoulder, but the hand is saying, no, no, no. So sit tall first, no pressure, no resistance just yet. Inhale, and as you exhale, resist. Head wanting to look back, hand saying no, no. Inhale, relax the resistance. Exhale, resist. Inhale, relax. Last time, resist. And then unwind everything, release the arm. Let's roll the shoulders a little in between sides. Sit tall, turn, look over the left shoulder. Same thing here. Now it's the left hand preventing the head from looking, but the head still wants to look. Grow tall on the inhale, resist on the exhale. Grow tall on the inhale, resist on the exhale. Grow tall on the inhale, resist on the exhale. Unwind, release, come to center, gently roll the shoulders. We'll do rotation one more time, but this round, it's the other hand. So when you turn and look over your right shoulder, it's the left hand. The head now wants to look to the front, and the hand is preventing it. Establish your roots, sit tall, inhale, and resist with the exhale. Sit tall, inhale, resist with the exhale. Sit tall, inhale, resist with the exhale. Release everything and change sides. Inhale. Look over the left shoulder, right hand to the head. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, resist. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, resist. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, resist. And gently release, come to center. Roll the shoulders gently. And now from here, we'll tilt the head to the right, so ear toward the shoulder, with the same kind of idea, but this will look like our normal head and neck stretch, but instead of using the hand as a weight to encourage the stretch, we're resisting again. So the head's trying to move to upright and the hand is preventing it. I find that this takes a lot less effort to hold in position, so don't overdo it. Inhale, lengthen. Let the head tilt, and then exhale, find some resistance, head trying to go upright. Inhale, relax into the stretchiness, and then exhale, resist. Inhale, relax into the stretchiness. Exhale, resist. Release the arm completely. Bring the head up slowly over to the other side, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand on the head. Sit tall, and even here where it doesn't seem like we need the abs, invite them. Inhale and exhale, resist. Inhale, relax into the head tilt. Exhale, resist. Inhale, relax. One more time, resist. And release. Let the hand go, bring the head up. Slowly this time, one shoulder shrugs, then the other one. Go the other way. Shoulders up high, and let them go. Good. Sit tall. This time, as we tilt the head back over to the right side, it will be for stretchy purposes. So take the right hand to the head, left arm off to the side. Breathe here. So now in this position, feel free to use the hand in a way that encourages the stretch without forcing. And then add your own movement, perhaps gently moving the head in a turning or tilting way. Open up the mouth, stretch the jaw, release some of the tension that gets stored in those short, very strong muscles between the upper and lower jaw. You might rotate the left arm, move it around a little, forward and back. Notice what you feel in this whole area around the neck and the upper back as you do these subtle movements. And then stay there. We're going to stay on this side, but change the hands. Bring the right hand down. Bring the left hand behind the head. And now we'll turn this into a side bend with the whole length of your spine. Breathe here. And send the breath in between the ribs over on this side. I imagine each inhale, the ribs are like, oh, thank you for all that space. And the exhale, they're settling back together. And inhale, they're spreading out. And exhale, they settle back in. And then if you like, reach the top arm. And now you're free on this side once again to turn, to tilt, to roll, to move in whatever way feels nice right now or feels interesting right now. And bring the top arm up, reach to the sky, release. Both shoulders roll up and back, down and around. And tilt tilt the head to the left. We'll start out with just the neck stretch. So left hand on the head, and right arm down to the side. And breathe. What do you notice here? Maybe this is the tighter side. Maybe there's more space. Maybe it feels very similar to the first side. Notice what it's like right now. And now add what your body feels like adding. Tilting the head, opening the jaw wide. Breathing. Maybe moving the bottom arm. Rotating. Stick the tongue out if you want. Encouraging tension in this area to peel off layer by layer. Let it take its own time. We are providing the space for it to release. Now, when you're ready, stay tilted to the side. Bring the left hand down and the right hand behind your head. And from here, anchoring into your seat, lifting the belly and sending the breath over, that same sense of the rib cage, the ribs fanning open as you breathe in and settling a little closer to each other as you exhale. Inhaling, they fan open, and exhaling, they come back in. Just like that. And now, as you wish, turning and tilting, rolling and twisting. Reach the top arm if you like, up and over. Take generous breaths. Nourish the body with these generous breaths. Reach to the sky with the top arm. Let it pull you up and release. This time, elbows squeeze behind you, shoulder blades squeeze together, and then hug yourself. Right arm on top. Really spread the shoulder blades on your back. The chin drops down. Lift the elbows up high when they can go no higher. Then slowly unfurl the arms. Reach up, reach out. Arms out in front. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Really feel not only the elbows, but the upper back. And then left arm on top as you hug yourself. Nice and close and squeezy. Elbows lift up. Unfurl the arms. Good. From here, take the hands behind the head. And as we bring the chin down and tip forward, there's a little bit of helping. So remember, we're not forcing the head to come down. We're tilting the chin down on its own, and the hands provide a subtle amount of encouragement. So the back of the neck gets long, the shoulder blades drop down the back, and we breathe. Inhale, exhale. Now slowly start to come up. The hands will stay on the head. Come all the way to upright, and now press the back of your head into your hands and open your elbows out wide. Lift the chest, a little back bend here. And then slowly, slowly, how we do this makes a difference in how it feels. Slowly back to the front. Let the elbows come in. In fact, encourage them to Come in as close as they're willing to come to each other. And slowly, slowly, slowly zip up the belly. Roll yourself up. Open up the elbows. And I imagine in this position, I've got like a chair back right about at shoulder blade height. And I'm leaning back over a chair into a back bend. And you can do this when you've got a chair behind you. Kind of nice. And come to upright. Let's do it one more time. Come to the front, let the chin come down, the elbows curl in, arms act like a weight. Feel the length between the base of your skull and the top of your shoulder blades. And then slowly root down into your seat, zip up your belly, gradually curl yourself up. And find your imaginary chair back. To lean back over, lift the chest. Your hands are helping support the weight of your head so your neck is happy. And then come to upright. Release the arms. Inhale, reach out, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right, bring the arms down. Now, no resistance, just twisting, feeling. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Couple breaths right here. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Unwind when you come to facing front. Inhale, reach out, reach up. Exhale, twist, lower the arms, and take a few breaths right here. Grow tall on the inhale, looking over the shoulder on the exhale. Grow tall on the inhale, over the shoulder on the exhale. Just like that, inhale and exhale. Unwind gently. Palms overhead. Inhale, reach up high. Palms together, and maybe the elbows come together too as you pull the hands down. And as you do, press the palms and the forearms together. And then open the arms out, cactus style. I'm going to tilt sideways so you can see this next piece. Bring the hands forward and the elbows back, and then do the opposite. Swing the elbows forward and the hands tilt back. No bend in the wrist, everything stays straight. Fingers forward, elbows back. Elbows forward, fingers back. Can you feel the upper back working there? Good. One more time. Elbows forward, fingers back. Breathe, 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 breathe. And then gently release. Move the shoulders around. Go the other way. And let's come over onto our mats. We'll start in tabletop position on hands and shins. Pad the knees if that makes you happy and comfortable. And have your paper plates or blankets somewhere within easy reach, one on either side of your mat. We won't use them right away, but we'll have them there when we're ready. So as you land here, palms on the mat, inhale, and as you exhale, round, cat-cow. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Exhale, lift the navel, round the spine, let the head hang. Inhale, really take your time with these first few, coaxing the movement along the entire length of the spine. Now, generous circles with the hips, sweeping around. Breathing. Go the other way. Now glide the hips back. So pressing into the hands, take the hips back to child's pose. Don't get too comfortable. We're going to flow in and out. Inhale to hands and knees. Exhale to child's pose. We'll do that one more time and then we'll stay a while. Inhale forward and exhale, child's pose. Breathe here. Inhale, exhale. Hips go back in child's pose. Relax the neck. If it feels good, you can stretch the arms out in front. If you prefer, make a pillow with your hands and rest your forehead there. Choose your arm position right now based on what your neck appreciates the most. Gently ease yourself to upright. Place the hands underneath the shoulders and roll. Come to face front for a sec. Roll your shoulders and take your arms out. The zombie shoulder rolls. Yeah. Have your arms straight ahead. They stay parallel. The elbows stay straight. Feel what's going on in your upper back. And then go the other way. Now we recreate that movement in our hands and knees position, but since the hands are on the mat, it's really the chest that's moving around the arm bones now, but think shoulder rolls. It's the same action, but a different part of the body. And then go the other way. If it feels awkward, that's perfect. That's it, Connie. Yeah. Keep going. I know, it's a peculiar movement, but it's designed to get into the upper back. And we're focusing today. You can reverse one more time. Now, exhale, round the spine, lift the navel, pull your right knee in. Stretch your right leg out. Oh, hang on, before we lift the leg, let's take a little bit of a stretch for the back line of the leg. See how this feels already in that, in the sole of the foot. So rocking forward and back. I'm pressing into the ball of my foot to send me forward. So it's kind of a toe stretch and then leaning back until I get a calf stretch. And of course, do this to tolerance if you're having some discomfort in the sole of the foot. Rock forward, feel the toe stretch, rock back to the calf stretch. And just like that again, roll forward, breathe, rock back, and then stay in the calf stretch. Take a few breaths. If you're feeling feisty, you can lift your other knee up, make it a bit of core work. And come back down with the knee, come back down with the other leg. Just to be consistent, pull the left knee into the chest and then reach the leg back. Let's stretch forward and back, lean back, feel into the heel, breathe, and then roll forward over the toes. Just like that, rock back, roll forward. Just like that. And then when you get into the calf stretch position, stay there. And of course, if you want, zip up the belly a little extra and raise the other knee up off the mat, maybe the other foot up off the mat. It's your choice. This is your practice. Do what makes sense in the body right now. And then bring the knee back down and bring the other knee in. We're back in all fours. Let's take the weight off the shoulders for a moment. Lean back into child's pose.
Hips go back, arms wherever they are happiest, as long as that weight is off the hands. They're not responsible for anything right now. Shoulders can relax. While you're in child's pose, do a little, if your forehead's on the mat, fabulous. If your forehead is in the air, bring your hands or forearms so your forehead has something to make contact with, and we'll roll the head gently side to side. Roll it this way, roll it that way. You're rolling so you can look over to the left, and then you're rolling so you can look over to the right. Take your time. And now return to our tabletop position. Bring the knees back in if they're out wide. Pull the right knee into the chest. Reach the right leg back behind you. Hold it there this time. Squeeze the glutes. If you like, raise the opposite arm, zipping up the belly the whole time. Core strengthening and stabilizing. Breathing in, breathing out. Now the foot can stay at hip height, but see about raising the arm so the hand goes above the shoulder and then bring it back down, everything back down. Lean back, relax the shoulders and arms. Quick rest here. And then make your way back to hands and knees. Pull the left knee into the chest. Reach the left leg back. Leave the leg raised. If it's better for your body to have the toes down on the mat, have the toes down on the mat and work the energy in the straight leg. Otherwise, have the leg raised. Glutes are active in both cases. If you want, raise the opposite arm out in front of you. Breathe in here. Back of the neck is long but not hanging, because here, bringing the head into neutral helps to strengthen some of the muscles on the back of the neck. More subtle than if we're like pushing hard, but there's definitely some effort here. Take another breath or two, maybe raise the arm higher than the shoulder if it's willing, or as high as it is willing to go. Bring the hand down and bring the shin down. Take the knees a little wider, toes a little closer, child's pose once again, arms wherever they're happy, making the choice based on what makes your neck the happiest. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now, come back to our hands and knees position. Shrug the shoulders down, zip up the belly. Take the right leg back behind you with the toes tucked under. Leave them there. Ooh, actually, hang on. Let's come to our forearms instead. Forearms can be parallel, or you can bring your hands together with a loose interlace. Either way is fine, as long as the elbows aren't wider than the shoulders. Keep the elbows contained. So they're right about in line with where the bones, the head of the arm bone is. So from forearms, you're going to come down into a plank. And if you're like, oh crap, I'm in trouble, bring your knees down. Now, if you're way out over your hands, walk your hands forward. Aim to have your shoulders roughly above your elbows. You might be on your knees in a long, low forearm plank. You might tuck the toes underneath, zip up the belly a little extra, and raise the knees up off the mat. And breathe. Now, while we're here, roll the hips, roll them over to one side of it, roll them over to the other side of it, and see what that feels like. You can do this on knees as well. So we're engaging some of the obliques, waking up core stabilizers. This is one of those poses that we get a lot of bang for the buck. And then bring the knees down. Walk back. This time, leave your hips in the air, stretch your arms out. Kneeling puppy. You can do this with a straight or neutral spine, or if you like, you can melt the heart and give it a bit more back bend. If you're doing the back bend variation, make sure your belly button is pulling in toward your spine. Your navel's pulling in so that you're not overdoing the low back bend. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Walk the hands back in. And let's slowly make our way down onto our bellies. And I'm going to double over just for the sake of space here. I'm going to double over my mat a little bit so that you guys can still see me. And I'm going to take my chest will be just off the edge of the mat. You don't have to double yours over. You've got space. I'm just trying to stay where you can see me. Bring your forearms to your support, whether they're plates or blankets. And if they're little plates, the hands will be on the plates, or little tiny blankets. You'll have your hands on there. Forehead goes down toward the mat. Reach your arms out in front of you. Now zip up the belly. Press the pubic bone down. Reach your feet back behind you. So the legs are your stabilizers, your anchors here. And then lift your head up and look slightly but not a lot forward, right? We're not trying to look up like this and mush the neck. Keep the back of the neck long, but raise your nose and forehead up off the mat. Now with the gaze slightly forward, pull your blankets or plates in towards you, like you're going to slide your chest through the blankets. And then slide the blankets or the whatever's away from you and come back down. So this is what we do. Keep the belly zipped up, keep the pubic bone pressing down, maybe 4 more of these. Back and legs stay the same the whole time. Pull the elbows in, pull the chest forward, head lifts in pretty much neutral, and then slide the support away and bring the head down. Abs are on, pull the chest forward as the elbows pull back, and slide back. Let's do it again. Maybe hold the lift this time. Breathe. Lift the forearms off the support. You can bring them in closer to your body if that feels more stable, or further away if you want to add to the challenge. Bring your elbows closer to the floor and your fingers further away from the floor. Adding to what the upper back is doing. That's it, that's it. Take another breath here. Slowly, slowly lower back down. Make a pillow for your head. Turn your head to one side, rest. If it feels good, bend the knees and swing the feet a little side to side. Stay there, turn your head to the other side. And come back to center. How's that feel over in the neck? Whoops, I just lost the video of her. I was looking at her face thinking I'd get some feedback. Oh, hang on, I have you on mute.
me unmute you and then I can hear what you have to say.
It's very good.
Okay, good,
It's
good.
lovely, and also the things for the plantar fasciitis was wonderful.
Okay, good, good.
Good reminder.
Excellent. All right, Connie, how's this feel in your neck?
It doesn't hurt, but I'm aware of this one side on my right side.
Yeah,
I'm not pushing it too hard.
yeah, perfect, perfect. Yeah, the thing that tends to happen in these back bends when we lift, you know, is that tendency for, because we're looking in the direction we want to go, is the eyes and the head look this way, and then this takes a lot of curve, and we're not looking to do that. It's more, I'm going to come up close so you guys can see this. When we're doing that lift with the blankets, we're aiming to get the upper back active, and it's more like my eyes might be looking forward, but my head's not going to really lift. In fact, hang on, we're going to flip over. Let's do we're still strengthening the neck, but we're going to flip over to reclining. You move your blankets out of the way, put your head on. If your head wants a little support, have a low blanket, but not much underneath it.
So lie on the back.
Yep, lie in the back. So as you lie down now on the back, let's do just a little bit of this. This is the same idea that we want to have, whether we're doing the kind of back bend where we're on our belly, which we just did, or we're on our back. But I think the action in the neck is easier to isolate sometimes when we're lying down like this. So I'm just going to put a little blanket down here so it's soft underneath me. And you'll take I like to bend my knees and have my feet flat. It gives a little bit more control over the abdominal area, because these guys are going to hug in and just give us extra support. We're not really lifting and moving anymore, but we could if we needed to. Bring your hands, use your hands as listeners, as sensors, and walk them to the back of the neck. So you feel those, they're like two ribbons up the sides of the neck, two long ribbons of muscle. If you start right on the bones of the spine and walk yourself off, you'll feel the ridges. You know, on some necks they're more pronounced, on other necks less pronounced, but they're there for all of us. Now, keep your head in neutral so the chin doesn't go down and the chin doesn't lift up. But press the round part of your skull straight down into your mat until you feel those ridges rise up. And then relax the effort. And press the round part of your skull straight down. The ridges rise up and relax the effort. Just like that. And if you want, once you've got the sense of those muscles being activated, feel free to release the arms and have them in a comfortable position, pressing the back of the head down into your support and then letting it go. And one more time, resist and hold the resistance. See what the shoulders are doing. If they're lifting up, can they relax down a little, but still use the muscles that run down the back of the neck, and then let it all go. And now heel toe your feet about mat width apart. Your knees are just following your head. They are not in charge. Your head will roll a little side to side, and your knees will mimic that pace. Now roll a little more. I'm going to make this sort of gooey and gushy here. Tip the knees over to the right in a windshield wiper twist position. Reach the left arm overhead if you like. Take a couple of breaths here. And come back. Sweep the knees up and over to the other side.
Knees go to the left, reach the right arm overhead if you wish. Breathe into that space. Check in again with the muscles in the side of the neck. You can roll the head if that feels good. And release, come back to center. Bring the knees into the chest, rock a little side to side. And now, excuse me, send the legs up in the air, the arms down near your sides, and make some circles in the air with your feet. Use this movement as a way to wake up the muscles in your core and also to unwind the back. And so as I'm going up over my head, there's a little lift. It's like I'm thinking about a shoulder stand, but I'm not really lifting that much. Go the other way. And then notice, right, because sometimes because the arms are helping to support, the shoulders get curled up. So keep the space in the shoulders. And as counterintuitive as it may be, let the shoulders melt toward the mat. Use the abs more, the neck and the shoulders less. Good, knees into the chest. If it feels good, lift the head and curl up. If it feels better to hold the legs and leave the head on the mat, do that. You might roll the head. See what works for you as you rock side to side. And then place the feet flat on the mat. Release the arms. And let's take a little bridge pose while we're down here. We'll approach it a few different ways. The first, kind of standard. Feet facing forward, arms relaxing, head and neck relaxing. Press firmly into the feet, squeeze the glutes and lift the hips, and then curl yourself down. In fact, let's add the arms to make this a more like peely movement along the spine. So as you drive the feet down, really press the feet. I imagine the feet go down like through the floor. They go so deep. The arms are going to float up overhead. And as you come down, the arms come down. It helps to roll the upper and mid back and curl the low back down and the hips come down last. Just like that. See if you can coordinate the timing so that when the hips are at wherever they're going to lift at their highest, the arms are finishing their movement. And as you come down, again, adjust the pace, coordinate the movement so that the arms are touching down at the same time as your bum. Press the feet, peel yourself, curl yourself up gradually as the arms go overhead. Pause there. And then gradually back down and curling and curling and curling and curling and curling and pause at the bottom. Just like that, pressing down, rising up. When you're at the top of the movement, stay there. If the arms overhead is not a comfortable position, reposition the arms so that it works for your body today. Take a couple of breaths here. Now, of course, as always, if your body says come down sooner, then I say come down. Listen to your body. You don't listen to me. If it feels all right to leave the arms reaching overhead behind you, then leave them there this time as you slowly curl down upper back and mid back and low back and all the way down. Open the arms out wide. We won't hug the knees just yet. We've got a little more to go. Take the feet out wide. Windshield wiper. Sway the knees generously. Take your time. Let it feel nice. Move back into where you guys can see me. come on back to center. Walk your feet in a little closer to each other. And let's add one more challenge while we're in the neighborhood. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, as if we were getting ready to do a hip stretch, but we are not just yet. Instead, we're going to do glute strengthening and hamstring strengthening. So this will be our glute bridge. Arms can be wherever they're useful. For this, since we're on one leg, it may be helpful to have the arms in a little closer so they can provide a bit of stability. I'm going to turn my palms up, and that way I get a little bit of extra space across the shoulders because my arms are in external rotation. So now, press into your left foot and lift the hips. Pause there and slowly lower. Just like that, a few more times. Send the foot down, squeeze the glutes, and curl yourself down. 3 more times. You'll lift to whatever height your body lifts to today. Check in with the back of the neck. See that it's long. The chin may be slightly down here, but it's not smushed down into the chest. The last time that you lift, let's hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come down. Uncross the legs. Change sides. Root down. So I'm thinking with the right foot, I'm going to send it down through the floor. Make an incredibly deep footprint. Press down, lifting up, and slowly curling down. Check in with the neck as you continue. Press the foot down, squeeze the glutes, especially on the right side, the supporting side, and slowly come down. Not really necessary to squeeze the glutes on the other side where you've got the crossed over leg. Press down and peel up. Maybe one side feels more steady. It does for me. And come down. Let's do one last one. And we'll add an extra hold. You decide how long. Press down, lift up. Maybe check in with the neck. Is it hanging on more than it needs to? Can the foot press down a little extra and the glutes squeeze to lift the hips a little more, but the shoulders stay the same? When you're ready, slowly, 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 slowly lower down. Unwind legs. Heel toe the feet out wider than your mat. Arms open out wide to the sides. A slow but exaggerated windshield wiper movement to each side. And you might even make it more exaggerated. When the knees go over to the right, roll your body to the right. Reach the left arm up. Back to center, over to the other side. Reach and sweep and stretch and roll. Knees are going side to side and feeling free to roll the upper back side to side as well. That's it. And come on back to center. Draw one knee into the chest, draw both knees into the chest, rock side to side. How about a little happy baby here? We'll We'll do it another time before we wrap up, but let's add a little happy baby here. Hold either the backs of the legs or reach up toward the shins or feet. And again, check in with the neck. Let the head rest on the support beneath it, and if it wants to roll with you, it can roll. It can move a different way than the legs as you rock. Unwind here. Place the feet flat to the mat. We've been kind of gooey releasing different areas in the neck. Let's do a little something for the hips before we wrap up. Stretch the right leg out long on your mat. And the right leg will start out in neutral, so the foot is flexed like you're standing on a wall out there, and your kneecap is facing up toward the ceiling. Hands will go behind the head, and we'll do 2 one-legged crunches where we'll slowly peel in, bring the knee toward the face, and then go back out. And then we'll turn the whole right leg out, and we'll do 2 externally rotated crunches where you're like a one-legged frog coming in and out. And then we'll do 2 internally rotated like a bicycle twist. And we'll do them really slowly. Our intention is both to strengthen the core, but also to release tension in, oh, you can't see my hand, to release tension in the front of the hip, in the hip flexors. Right, these guys rest contracted when we're sitting and sitting on all of our screens and Zoom meetings. So we'll give them a bit of rest. Stretch the right leg out, hands behind the head for support, take a breath in. Knee straight into the face this time. Really slowly pull the navel down. Remember, this is core work. And then slowly lower the head and stretch the leg out all the way on the mat, still in neutral. One more time, same thing. Slowly curl in, lift up. Slowly lower down and stretch out. When the leg is stretched out, externally rotate the legs so the kneecap and the toes are pointed out to the right or directed out to the right. We'll come up like a frog. Exhale, zip up the belly, pull the knee to the right elbow, and slowly down and stretch out. One more time, knee to the right elbow, come up and pause, and slowly, slowly, slowly stretch out. Now knee across like a bicycle sit-up. Exhale, the abs pull in, come across. Nice and slowly stretch it out one more time. Exhale, pull it in, twisting. Stretch it out, releasing. Release the arms, let the head roll side to side, and switch your legs. Actually, stretch both legs out for a second. Notice if things feel different in the hip, in the low back, from the left side to the right side. All right, now, keep the left leg stretched out. We'll take care of it. Right knee is bent and the foot is flat. We start out in neutral. The left leg, the straight leg, is active. Kneecap facing the ceiling, hands back behind the head again. Take a breath in. Exhale. Pull the navel down and curl your way up. Inhale, stretch the leg out long. One more like that, knee to face. Exhale, pull the navel down and curl yourself in. Stretch out long. Once the leg is stretched out on the mat, externally rotate it. Knee to left elbow, frog-legged position, and hold. And slowly stretch out. One more froggy sit-up. And hold. And slowly lower down. This time we twist, internally rotate the leg. The knee comes across to the right elbow, twist into it. And slowly down and stretch out. Knee comes across, twist into it. And slowly lower down. Stretch both legs out, swing the legs in and out and in and out. Bend the knees. Bring the knees in toward the chest. This time the knees will travel together and they make circles. And if you wish, you can do this hands-free, make it a little more worky. Go the other way. Our intention here is to use the knee movement to make it feel a bit like a massage on the back. So you can change, you can rock it more side to side, you can pull your knees in close, you can bring your feet down and do it windshield wiper style. What feels nice on your back right now? And now walk the feet back in and take a twist, a spinal twist of your choice. You take both knees across, one leg across. You might take a moment to ask your body what it would appreciate, see how it wants to move right now. And if you're not sure, try something. Take a couple more breaths here. Exhale, return to center, change sides. Breathe on this side. Inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, return to center. Hug the knees. And stretch out in Shavasana, our final resting pose. Use blankets as you wish. Make yourself comfortable. Inhale, squeezing all the muscles in the body. Exhale, releasing. One more time, inhale, squeezing. Exhale, letting it go. And stay right here. Breathing in, breathing out. Open the jaw wide. Stick out the tongue.
swallow and relax the throat, the jaw, the tongue. Relax the cheeks, muscles around the eyes and the forehead. And let the scalp relax. And let the muscles along the nape of the neck melt toward the earth as you feel the very real support beneath the head and the entire body. Give yourself permission to receive this support.
opening the breath. Gently roll the head from side to side. Start moving the hands and feet. Inhale the arms overhead. Stretch out long. And draw the knees one at a time into the chest. When you're ready, rock over to one side. And allowing the head to come up last. Press the floor and ease your way up to seated. And as you sit tall, close the eyes. Bring the palms together and rub them until you feel some warmth. Bring the palms cupped over the eyes that you may see clearly. And rub the palms together again, placing the hands at the throat that you may speak your truth with love. And lastly, rubbing the hands together and bringing them over the heart, that our hearts remain open to ourselves and each other. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a lovely rest of your day.
You too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.